Hello, in this lesson I will tell you how to paint lips, and I start my work with an underpainting. I'll also talk a bit about the format. On the left we have the video of my painting process, and on the right you can see the original that I used as a reference for my painting. In this case you can see that at the top is the base of the painting, meaning the composition itself, and at the bottom are the lips that I wanted to paint, in other words different lips. I mixed the color using yellow, red and brown. I'm working with a very thin consistency at first and using a construction brush, as you can see. At first, it's essential to remove the white color because it disrupts perceiving tonal relationships. And look, I mixed up almost a brown color, which is actually yellow, red and a little bit of brown. Pure brown by itself is very dirty. To make it look more like skin color, I add yellow and red to it. The main colors I use are cadmium yellow, medium and light, cadmium red light, then permanent rose madder or permanent red madder. This color is available, at least as far as I know, only from the Masterclass brand. Then blue and blue football club and brown. Leningrad natural umber can be used, of course. You can use burnt umber from other brands, but Leningrad natural umber is more saturated, darker, and it almost replaces black if needed. So look, I've almost covered everything with a new color. Well, not new, I mean with a second layer, and here the colors are already a bit cleaner. But look, I mostly try to rub the paint in, and as a result, it then mixes with the previous layer and you get something in between. You should always understand that in the end you'll have just a little bit. The color is transparent, so a thin layer allows the background and previous layer to show through. So I've covered everything with color, almost with a new one. Yes, the shape is already clearer, it's become softer. And now, look, I'm working on the hair. So I'm starting to work. Finally I'm using a bright red. I'm using cadmium red light as a base, plus permanent rose madder or permanent red madder, but permanent rose madder. A bit cleaner, of course, that's how I finished the painting. I'll show you a few more nice details here. And actually, of course, you can add highlights with little bits of white, and that will give even more volume. That's all. I hope this course was useful for you. I wish you good luck, success, and creative achievements. Bye-bye.